Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to our podcast. This is the VUS, Learning English podcast. I am so happy you are here today. My name is Anna, and I will be your friend and guide on this journey. If this is your first time listening, a warm welcome to you. I am so glad you found us. If you are a returning listener, thank you for coming back. It feels so good to have you with us again. Our podcast is a safe and calm place. It is a place for English learners all around the world. Here we learn together, we grow together, and we support each other. Today we have a very special episode. We will talk about how to learn English quickly, but we will do it in a kind and gentle way. We will learn some wonderful new habits. These habits will help you speak English with confidence. They will make your learning journey feel happy and light. Thank you truly for spending your time with me today. Your time is a gift, and I am so grateful for it. Before we begin, I have a small invitation for you. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing to our podcast. This helps other learners find our little community. And I would love to know where you are. Where are you listening from today? You can write it in the comments if you like. It makes me so happy to see our friends from all over the world. Okay, my friend, are you ready? Let's find a cozy spot. Take a soft, deep breath. And let's begin our journey together. Let's talk about something many learners feel. Many people start learning English. They feel very excited. They buy new books. They download new apps on their phone. For 3 months, they study, 3 short months. But then something happens. They hit a wall. It feels like the wall is too high to climb. They feel that learning English is too hard. So they throw their hands up. They quietly and sadly quit. Does this sound like a story you know? Maybe you have felt this way. Or maybe you know someone who has felt this way. It is a very common story. That first feeling of excitement goes away, and frustration comes. You feel like you are not getting it. You feel like you are not making progress. This feeling is normal. Many people feel this. But I want to tell you another story. This story is different. It is a story of hope. Every week I meet amazing people. These people change this story. They start from zero. They cannot say 2 words in English, but in the same 3 months, something wonderful happens. They go from beginner to speaking. They can have a 10-minute conversation in English. Isn't that amazing? And here is another secret. They do not study for many hours. They often study for less than 30 minutes a day. Think about that, just 30 minutes. That is a very short time. It is less time than you spend on social media. It is less time than you wait for your coffee. So, what is their secret? What do they do differently? It is not a special talent. It is not a magic power. The secret is very simple. They do not follow the old rules. They do not do what old textbooks say. Instead, they focus. They focus on a few very powerful habits. These habits are like keys. They unlock the door to speaking English. These habits are not hard. They are simple and easy to do. They help you speak English right away. And today, you will learn these habits. You will learn 9 special habits. If you start today, you can be like those people, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. You can be the person who has real conversations in English. You can surprise yourself. You can surprise your friends and family. We are not here to talk about difficult rules. We are here to learn how to speak. We will skip the boring parts. We will learn how to speak English quickly and with a happy heart. Are you ready to dive in? Let's go. Section 1, the one-page vocabulary shortcut. Okay, my friend, let's talk about vocabulary. Let's talk about learning new words. This is where many beginners feel lost. They feel overwhelmed. Imagine you are in a giant store. The store is full of souvenirs. There are too many to choose from. Learning vocabulary can feel like this. You open a dictionary and you see thousands and thousands of words. A big dictionary has more than 170,000 words. That is a very big number. It is like looking at a huge ocean. And someone tells you to drink all of it. It feels impossible. So you freeze. You don't know where to start. So what do? Maybe you try to learn random lists of words. Words you don't use, words you don't understand, and you forget them very quickly. Does this feel familiar? It's okay. We have a better way. I want to share some very good news with you. This news will make you feel light and free. You do not need 170,000 words. You do not even need 10,000 words. To speak English every day, you need a small number of words, a very small number. You need about 800 words. Yes, only 800. With these 800 words, you can understand a lot. You can understand 85% of daily English. Think about that for a moment. Just 800 words can unlock so much. You can understand conversations. You can read simple stories. You can understand basic instructions. Doesn't that feel so much better? The big, scary ocean becomes a small, friendly pond. So here's your first habit. Your first mission, if you want to accept it. Find a list called the Survival 800. This is a list of the 800 most common English words. You can find these lists online for free. You can look for top 800 English words. Or you can find the first part of the Oxford 5000 list. These are not random words. They are special words. Scientists have studied which words we use the most. These 800 words are the winners. They are the foundation of English. They are like the strong bricks you use to build a house. Don't worry about difficult words now. Focus on these important core words. These are words like verbs, pronouns, and common nouns. They are the backbone of every sentence. Now, once you have this list, print it. Put it on one page. Don't just put this page in a book. Here's the shortcut. Fold the paper, make it small, put it in your pocket, carry it with you everywhere. Now, here is the magic part of the habit. Every time you look at your phone, do something else first. Before you unlock your phone, take out the paper. Just glance at it. Look at it for 5 seconds. That's it. You are not trying to memorize the whole page. You are just looking at a few words. This is not studying. This is gentle, passive learning. Why does this work so well? Think about how many times you look at your phone each day. Maybe 50 times? Maybe 100 times. If you look at your list just 5 times a day, something amazing happens. Each 5-second look helps you remember a word. 5 little looks can help you learn 2 new words every day. This is because of something called spaced repetition. It means seeing something again and again over time. It is a very gentle way to teach your brain. You are not forcing your brain. You are just giving it little reminders. By the end of 1 month, you can learn about 240 new words. That is almost 1/3 of your 800-word goal. And you did it without a long, boring study session. You are building your word collection one little look at a time. It is easy, it is effective, and it costs nothing. This is what experts say. Start with a strong foundation of basic words, and this is how you do it. Section 2, the 3-sentence grammar core. Now, let's talk about grammar. For many people, the word grammar is scary. It feels like a big, confusing monster. There are so many rules, and there are so many exceptions to the rules. It is easy to feel that you need to know everything. You feel you must learn every tense before you can speak. But I want to tell you a secret. This is not true. To have a simple conversation, you only need to know 3 sentence types. Just 3. When you understand this, the big monster becomes a small, friendly cat. And speaking becomes easy and fun. The secret is to focus on 3 skeleton sentences. These are the bones of English conversation. They are the patterns you need to share your ideas. If you master these 3 patterns, you can say almost anything. Here are the 3 patterns. Number 1, subject, verb, object. This sounds a little technical, but it is very simple. It's a sentence like, I want coffee. I is the subject. Want is the verb. Coffee is the object. This pattern is direct and clear. It helps you say what you do and what you want. Think of it as the most useful tool in your toolbox. I read a book. She likes music. They play football. Number 2, subject, be adjective. This pattern helps you describe things. It helps you talk about feelings and how things are. For example, she is happy. She is the subject. Is the verb to be. Happy is the adjective, the describing word. It is essential for sharing your feelings. The weather is cold. I am tired. This food is good. Number 3, there is existential. This is a fancy name for a very simple idea. This pattern tells you that something exists or that it does not exist. For example, there is time. This tells you that time exists. We have time. Or there are many people. This tells you that many people exist in a place. It's a perfect way to introduce new information. There is a problem. There are no chairs. There is a solution. So this is your next mission. Focus on these 3 patterns. Do not worry about difficult grammar yet. Just practice these 3 sentence skeletons. Make them strong. Make them easy for you to use. And here is how you can practice. You don't need a textbook. You don't need a teacher for this. Every morning when you make your coffee or tea, do this. Take out your phone. Open the voice recorder app. Record yourself saying 10 sentences for each pattern. For the I want coffee pattern, change the last word. Say, I want tea. I want a break. I want more sleep. I want a new book. Say 10 different things. For the she is happy pattern, change the subject and the feeling. Say, he is tired. We are busy. They are ready. It is interesting. Say 10 different sentences. For the there is time pattern, change what you talk about. Say, there is a problem. There are no seats. There is a solution. There's a cat on the chair. Say 10 different sentences. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to practice, to repeat and to change the words. This builds comfort and speed. After you record your sentences, there is one more step. Upload your recording to a speech-to-text website. These are free websites. Your phone might even have this tool. The website will listen to your voice and write the words. If the website writes your sentence correctly, celebrate. It means your sentence structure is good. If the website makes a mistake, that is also good. Now you know exactly what you need to practice more. This gives you instant feedback. Feedback is a very important part of learning quickly. This whole practice takes only 10 minutes. It costs nothing, and it gives you a powerful way to check your progress. You are not just learning grammar rules. You are building muscle memory for speaking. You are practicing how to make correct sentences. This is what experts recommend. It helps you feel more confident, and it stops you from feeling confused. It is a simple, powerful habit. Section 3, the Netflix sandwich trick. Let's talk about something fun. Watching shows on Netflix or on any streaming service you like. Most of us love to relax and watch a good show. But if you are learning English, just watching is not enough. Watching a show in English with subtitles in your language is fun, but it is a missed opportunity. It is passive. You feel like you are learning, but most of the English just flies past you. You are entertained, but you are not really learning deeply. We can change that. We can turn this fun time into a powerful learning time. How do we do this? We use a method called the Netflix sandwich trick. It is a fun name for a very smart idea. This method turns a 20-minute show into a full lesson. It has 3 layers like a sandwich. It helps you practice listening, vocabulary, and speaking, all in one short and fun session. Here is how you make your learning sandwich. Step 1. The bottom slice of bread pure fun. First, watch a 20-minute episode of a show. Watch it with subtitles in your own language. This is your fun time. Relax. Enjoy the story. Understand what is happening. Do not try to learn any English yet, just follow the plot. This step is very important. It helps your brain understand the whole story. So, when you watch it again, you are not confused. You have a map of the story in your mind. This map will help you focus on the language later. Step 2, the filling active learning. Now watch the same episode again, but this time do 2 things differently. First, switch the subtitles to English. Second, you must be active, not passive. Here is what you do. When you hear a line that you understand, pause the show. When you hear a phrase that you like, pause the show. When you hear a word you want to remember, pause the show. Then, say the line out loud. Repeat the words you just heard. Try to copy the actor's voice, copy the sound, the music, and the feeling of the words. This is called mimicry. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to make the same sounds. This is not just about understanding. It is about teaching your mouth and tongue to speak English. You are building muscle memory for speaking. This repetition is a great way to improve your listening. It is also fantastic for your pronunciation. This is what experts suggest for daily practice. Step 3. The top slice of bread speaking practice. Now it is time for the final step. Watch the same episode one last time, but this time there are no subtitles. No English subtitles. No subtitles in your language, nothing. This step pushes you a little. It challenges you in a good way. Your goal is just to listen and understand. As soon as the episode finishes, pause. And then summarize the plot. Say what happened in the story out loud. Try to say it in just 3 simple sentences. Don't think too much. Just try to remember the main parts. Who was in the story? What did they do? What happened in the end? This part is so powerful. It forces your brain to find the words and grammar you learned. It turns your passive knowledge into active speaking. This is called active recall, and it is one of the best ways to learn. So that is the Netflix sandwich trick. 1 episode, 3 layers of learning. It takes about 30 extra minutes. But the results are amazing. Your listening gets better. Your vocabulary grows in a natural way. And your speaking ability improves so much. You are not just watching a show. You are playing with the language. You are interacting with it. Here's a pro tip for this trick. Choose sitcoms. Sitcoms are situation comedies. Shows like Friends or The Office are great. Why are sitcoms so good for this? Because they use the same words over and over. They usually use about 200 to 500 common words. The stories are often simple and predictable, and the conversations are about everyday life. This makes them perfect for this kind of learning. You are putting yourself in an English world. This is called immersion, and it is a wonderful way to learn faster. Have fun with it. Section 4, the pocket diary loop. Now let's talk about writing. Sometimes we forget about writing when we learn a language. We focus so much on speaking and listening, but writing is a secret superpower. It helps you lock English into your memory. Science shows that writing is very powerful. When you write, you have to pull words from your memory. You have to remember grammar rules. This action of pulling information out is called retrieval, and it is the best way to make your memory stronger. It is much better than just reading a word again. When you actively use a word, your brain knows it is important. Your brain says, "Oh, I need to remember this one." So here's your next wonderful habit. It is called the pocket diary loop. First, get a small notebook, a tiny one that can fit in your pocket or your bag. You can carry it with you everywhere. This notebook is not for long stories. It is your special pocket diary. Every night before you go to sleep, do this. Write a short entry about your day, just 6 lines. That's it. What did you do today? Where did you go? What did you eat? Who did you see? How did you feel? Keep your sentences simple. Write about your real life. Now, here is a very important part of this habit. It might feel strange at first. When you write, do not correct your mistakes. Not yet. Just write. Let your thoughts and words flow onto the page. The goal right now is to build a habit. The habit of expressing yourself in English. If you stop to check every word, you might feel frustrated. You might want to give up. So for now, just write freely. The magic happens on Friday. Every Friday, take your little notebook. Read everything you wrote during the week. Read it out loud to yourself. As you read, your brain will start to notice things. You will hear something that sounds a little off. You will see a mistake that you made many times. Now pick just one of these mistakes. Only one. Maybe you always forget to put S on verbs for he or she. For example, you write he walk instead of he walks. Or maybe you mix up the words in and on. Circle that one mistake every time you see it in your writing for that week. Just focus on that one single error. For the next week, you have a special mission. When you write your daily diary entry, focus on that one thing. Your only job is to try to fix that one specific mistake. Don't worry about any other mistakes you make. Let them go for now. This narrow focus is very, very powerful. If you try to fix all your mistakes at once, you will feel overwhelmed. It feels too big. But when you focus on just one thing, your brain can really learn. It can understand the rule. It can practice using it correctly. After you see and correct that same mistake 5 or 6 times, something clicks. Your brain learns the rule. It becomes natural. You don't have to think about it anymore. This pocket diary loop is a beautiful system. It helps you practice reading and writing every day. This is what experts say is so important. It helps you learn to share your ideas clearly. And it uses active learning to help you remember for a long time. You are creating your own personal learning system. It is designed just for you. It focuses on your unique mistakes. This makes your learning very effective and personal, and it feels good to see your progress in your own little book. Section 5, the 2-minute speaking sprint. Let's talk about a feeling, the fear of sounding stupid. This fear is like a little ghost that follows language learners. It can stop you from speaking. It makes you feel shy and quiet. You are afraid of making a mistake. You are afraid other people will judge you. You are afraid of not being perfect. Have you ever felt this? That feeling in your stomach when someone asks you to speak English? It is a very common fear. But I have good news. You can trick this fear. You can teach your brain to love speaking, not to be afraid of it. Here is a simple and powerful habit to do that. It is called the 2-minute speaking sprint. It is a little game you play with yourself. It helps you build your speaking confidence. It is not about being perfect. It is about being brave. Here is how you play the game. Set a timer on your phone for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Now, choose a very simple topic. For your first time, the topic is describe your room. Look around your room. What do you see? What color are the walls? What is on your desk? Is there a window? Now, start the timer and start talking. The only rule is this: you must talk without stopping until the timer rings. Do not stop. Do not pause to think of the perfect word. Do not worry about grammar. Do not correct yourself. Just let the words come out. They might be messy. They might be simple. You might repeat yourself. That is all okay. It might feel a little strange at first, but just keep talking. When the 2 minutes are over, the timer will ring. Stop talking. Take a nice deep breath. And now do the most important thing. Smile. Give yourself a real big smile. You did it. You spoke English for 2 whole minutes, and nothing bad happened. You survived. This is so important. Your brain just learned something. It learned that speaking English, even with mistakes, is safe. It is not dangerous. This positive feeling helps to make the fear smaller. You are teaching your brain a new story about speaking English. Now do this every day for 1 week. Just 2 minutes a day. Consistency is the secret ingredient. It is more important than the length of time. After 7 days, you will feel a change. That tight feeling in your stomach will be smaller. Maybe it will be gone completely. You will feel more comfortable. On day 8, you are ready for a new challenge. Set the timer for 3 minutes. And then, slowly, you can make the time longer. Why is this little game so powerful? Because you are training your stamina muscle for speaking. You are not training your perfection muscle. Old ways of learning often focus on being perfect. And this can make us afraid to even try. This speaking sprint focuses on just doing it, on producing language without freezing. It shows your brain that you can talk continuously. After a month of doing these little sprints, something amazing will happen. The idea of a 10-minute conversation will not feel scary anymore. It will feel possible. It will feel normal. You are building the strength and the courage you need for real conversations. This daily practice is the key to fluency and confidence. This is what all the experts say. So, will you try it? Just 2 minutes. You can do it. Section 6. The Echo app. Hack. Let's talk about pronunciation. This is how we say words. For many English learners, pronunciation can feel like a long, hard journey. You want to sound clear. You want people to understand you easily. But sometimes the sounds of English are very different from your native language. But what if I told you there's a very simple trick to help? A trick that can make your pronunciation much clearer. It is called the Echo App Hack. It uses the power of copying. It is the same way babies learn to speak. They listen and they copy. Copying or mimicry is the fastest way to better pronunciation. It is not just about knowing a sound in your head. It is about teaching your mouth and tongue to make the sound. Sometimes our ears can hear a sound correctly, but our mouth does not know how to make it yet. This little hack helps connect your ears and your mouth. Here is what you need. You just need your phone. And you need a voice recorder app. Most phones have one already. If not, you can download a free one very easily. Next, find a short video clip on YouTube. The clip should have someone speaking English clearly. It is best if the clip is very short, less than 15 seconds. Why so short? Because we want to focus very deeply. We are practicing one small thing at a time. The clip can be from a movie. It can be a line from a song. It can be a sentence from the news. Anything with clear English speech is good. Now we do the echo part. It has 3 simple steps. 1. Play the short line from the video. Listen carefully. 2. Immediately press record on your voice recorder app and say the same line. You are the echo. Try to copy everything. Copy the pronunciation of the words. Copy the rhythm, the music of the sentence. Copy the feeling. Don't just say the words. Try to sing the words like the speaker did. 3. Now listen back. Play your own recording, then immediately play the original video clip again. This way, you can compare them side by side. Now, listen with kind ears. What is the first difference you notice? Don't try to find everything that is different. Just find one thing. Maybe it is a vowel sound like I or I. Maybe it is a consonant sound like or R. Maybe it is the stress on a word. Maybe the speaker's voice went up at the end and yours went down. Find one small difference. Once you have found it, focus only on that. Repeat just that sound or that word 10 times. Try to make it sound more like the original speaker each time. Then you are done with that clip. Move to a new short clip and do it again. If you practice with 5 clips in one session, that is 5 small improvements. This is a very focused kind of practice. The feedback is instant. You hear the difference right away. These small changes are called micro adjustments. They add up over time. 1 week of practicing for 10 minutes a day means you have made 35 small improvements to your pronunciation. The result? People will start to say your English is very clear. You will be easier to understand. You will feel more confident. And you will sound more natural. This practice of listening and repeating is a very effective way to improve how you speak. It's like being your own pronunciation coach. Section 7, the weekend exchange. For many English beginners, talking to a native speaker feels very scary. You imagine long, awkward silences. You worry you will forget all your words. You think the conversation will stop after a few minutes because you don't know what to say. It is normal to feel this way. The pressure of a live, real-time conversation is a lot. But what if there was a way to practice with a native speaker without the pressure? A way to get all the benefits of a language exchange, but in a calm and easy way. There is a way. It is a wonderful hack called the weekend exchange. This idea changes a language exchange from something stressful to something fun. The secret is to change 2 things. First, we fix the topic of the conversation. Second, we change from a live conversation to a recorded one. Here is how it works. You find a language exchange partner. This is someone who is a native English speaker, and they want to learn your native language, but instead of scheduling a live video call, you do this. You agree to swap 15-minute voice notes. You record a voice message in English. You can talk about your plans for the weekend, or you can talk about a movie you watched, or you can just talk about your day. You speak naturally. You don't need to be perfect. Then you send this voice note to your partner. Now it is your partner's turn. Their job is to listen to your voice note. Then they record a voice note back to you. In their message, they do two things. First, they give you some gentle corrections. They might say, "That was a great message." One small tip. You said, "I go to the store yesterday." A more natural way to say that is, "I went to the store yesterday," because it was in the past. They say this feedback in slow, clear English. Second, they answer your message or ask you a question. This gives you more English to listen to. It is a real conversation, just slower. Then you do the same thing for them. They send you a voice note in your language, and you give them gentle corrections and feedback. You help them, and they help you. Why is this method so good? There are many reasons. 1, there is less pressure. You are not live. You can think about what you want to say. You can even record your message a few times if you want. There is no fear of being put on the spot. 2, the feedback is clear and helpful. Your partner can give you very specific advice. And because it is recorded, you can listen to it again and again. 3, you get a free audio lesson. Your partner's message is a personalized lesson just for you. You can save it and review it later. You can really study the corrections. 4, it is very flexible. You do not need to find a time when you are both free. You can record your message in the morning. They can listen in the evening. It works for any schedule. You can find partners for this kind of exchange on apps like Hello Talk or Tandem. These apps are made for language learners. They have tools for sending voice notes. You can find many people who would love to do a weekend exchange. You get to practice real conversations with real people, but without the stress. If you do one swap every week, that is 52 mini lessons in a year. That is a huge amount of practice. It is enough to help you grow from a beginner to an intermediate speaker. And it feels like you are just chatting with a friend. It is an interactive way to make learning fun and effective. Section 8, the micro habit tracker. Let's be honest about motivation. Motivation is the feeling of wanting to do something. Sometimes our motivation is very high. We feel excited and strong, but sometimes our motivation is low. It disappears. If we only learn English when we feel motivated, we will not be consistent. Life gets busy. We get tired. So relying only on motivation is not a good plan. The real secret to learning for a long time is not motivation. It is systems. A system is a small plan that you follow every day. Systems are much stronger than motivation. So your next powerful hack is to create a system. We will call it the micro habit tracker. This is about making English a small part of your daily life. So small that it is easy to do. So small that your brain doesn't say no. Here's how you build your system. Get a calendar for 1 month. Print it out and put it on your wall. This calendar has only one job. It tracks your English micro habit. Your only goal is this: Touch English for 10 focused minutes every day. If you do this, you color the day green. That is all, just 10 minutes. What does touching English mean? It can be any of the habits we are learning today. It could be writing in your pocket diary. It could be doing your Echo app hack. It could be your 2-minute speaking sprint. It can also be something even smaller, like reading one post on Instagram that is in English, or singing the chorus of your favorite English song, or doing one short lesson on an app like Duolingo. The activity is not the most important part. The most important part is that it is focused. For 10 minutes, you are paying attention to English. Why only 10 minutes? Because 10 minutes is so easy. Your brain cannot make an excuse for 10 minutes. It's not a long 1-hour study session. It's a quick, easy interaction with English. This consistency, this small daily action, is where the real magic is. It's like watering a small plant. A little water every day helps the plant grow strong. If you give it a lot of water once a month, it will not survive. Language learning is the same. As you start to color the days on your calendar green, you will see something beautiful. You will see a chain of green squares. Each green square is a little victory. It is proof that you showed up for yourself. This green chain becomes its own motivation. You will want to keep the chain going. You will not want to break the chain. This is a powerful psychological trick. We love to see our progress visually. And what happens if you miss a day? It's okay. Life is not perfect. Do not feel bad. Do not panic. The rule is very simple. Just start again the next day. Go back to your 10 minutes. Never, ever try to catch up by studying for an hour the next day. That is not the point of the micro habit. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Just get back on your green square path. After 40 green days, stop and look back. You will have spent about 25 hours learning English. And you did it without feeling stressed or overwhelmed. You did it in a way that felt easy. You have successfully built an English habit. It is now part of your life. This short, consistent practice is what experts always recommend. It is the smartest way to make fast progress. It is a system for success. Section 9, the Fluency Calendar Countdown. You are building wonderful small habits. You are touching English every day. This is amazing. Now let's give all that good work a direction. Let's give it a clear and exciting goal. This is where our next hack comes in. It is called the Fluency Calendar Countdown. This is about setting one clear goal, a goal you can measure, and then we make a map to get there. Here's your goal. In 12 weeks from today, have a 15-minute conversation with a stranger in English. Let's think about this goal. Why is it a good goal? Because it is real. It is concrete. You will know if you did it or not. It is a challenge, but it is possible. And to reach this goal, you need to use all your skills. You need listening, speaking, vocabulary, and grammar, all working together in a real conversation. It is the perfect test of your progress as a beginner. Now take a big calendar. Find the date that is 12 weeks from today. Mark it with a big star. This is your finish line. This is your goal day. Put this calendar where you can see it every day, maybe above your desk or on your refrigerator. When you see that date, it gives you a gentle push. It gives you a reason to do your micro habits every day. It gives your work a purpose. Next, we plan backward from the goal. This is called reverse planning. We break the big goal into smaller steps. These are your mini goals along the way. These small goals will show you that you are on the right path. Here's an example of what your plan could look like. By week 3, you will know 300 important words. You're using your Survival 800 list. You can say hello, introduce yourself, and ask simple questions. By week 6, you can talk for 3 minutes about a topic you know. Your 2-minute speaking sprint has now become a 3-minute sprint. You are speaking more smoothly, even with some mistakes. By week 9, you can have a 10-minute conversation with your language partner. Your weekend exchange practice is helping a lot. You can understand questions and share your own simple ideas. You are not just talking, you are interacting. By week 12, this is the big day. You are ready. You are ready to try your 15-minute conversation. Put these small goals on your calendar too. Each small deadline helps you stay focused. The big goal at the end keeps you motivated. It connects your small daily actions to your big dream. When week 12 comes, one of 2 things will happen. 1, you will do it. You will have that 15-minute conversation, and you will feel so proud. You will have real proof of how much you have learned. 2, or you will try, and maybe it will be a little shorter, maybe 10 minutes. You will realize you are so close to your goal, and you just need a little more practice. Either way, you are a winner because you are not the same person you were 12 weeks ago. You have built the habits, you have learned the skills, and you have gained so much confidence. This clear goal setting is so important for staying motivated. It helps you see your own success. It turns a long journey into a fun countdown. Section 10, Common Pitfalls. Beginners must dodge. My friend, you now have many wonderful positive habits to try. These are your tools for success. But even with the best tools, we can sometimes fall into traps. These are common mistakes that many beginners make, but you can learn to avoid them. Think of this as a friendly guide to what you should not do. If you can dodge these traps, you will learn even faster. 1, don't use too many apps. Choose 1 or 2 and use them well. There are so many new apps for learning English. They all look shiny and exciting. They all promise to make you fluent very fast. It is easy to download many of them. You use one for a day, then another, then another. This is called app hopping. It is a big waste of your time and energy. It is better to choose 1 or 2 good apps and really use them. Apps like Duolingo for fun games or Anki for flashcards are good. Choose 1 or 2 and learn everything about them. Go deep, not wide. Using a few tools well is much better than using many tools poorly. 2, don't translate every sentence in your head. Try to think in English. This is a very common habit for beginners. You hear something in English. You translate it to your language. You think of an answer in your language. Then you translate your answer back into English. This process is very slow, and it often makes your English sound unnatural. Instead, try to use the English words you already know, and this is called paraphrasing. For example, if you don't know the word delicious, what can you say? You can say, "This food is very good," or "I like this food a lot." Use the simple words you have. This forces your brain to think in English. Even with a small vocabulary, this is a very important skill. It is the first step to true fluency. 3, stop saying sorry for your accent. Your accent is a sign of your strength. How many times have you heard someone say, "Sorry for my bad English"? Or, "My accent is terrible"? Please, my friend, stop saying this. Your accent is not a mistake. It is not a flaw. It is a beautiful sign that you speak more than one language. It shows you are smart and brave. The goal is not to sound like a native speaker from London or New York. The goal is to be understood clearly. Focus on clear pronunciation. Your Echo app hack is perfect for this. Focus on communicating your ideas. Your accent is part of your story. It is part of you. Be proud of it. 4. Ignore difficult grammar names for now. Focus on using the language. Textbooks love to teach big grammar words. Words like past perfect continuous or subordinate clause. These words are okay for very advanced learners, but for beginners, they are often just confusing. They can make you feel stupid. Don't worry about the names of the rules. Focus on using the grammar. Can you tell a simple story about what you did yesterday? Simple past. Can you describe what you do every day? Simple present. Can you ask for directions? Using the language is much more important than knowing the labels for it. Learn to use it first. You can learn the names later if you want. 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are your best friends. This is the most important mindset shift. This is the biggest change in how you think. Many beginners are so afraid of making a mistake, so they don't speak or they don't write. But mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are information. They are data. Each mistake shows you exactly what you need to learn next. If you never make mistakes, you are not trying new things. You are not growing. So please, make mistakes. Make lots of them. Learn from them, and then let them go. The people who speak English the best are the people who made the most mistakes along the way. 6. Avoid learning too much at once. Be gentle with yourself. When you feel motivated, you want to do everything. You want to study for hours and hours. But language learning is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a long, beautiful walk, not a short race. If you try to learn too much too quickly, you will get tired. You will burn out. And you will not remember what you learned. Trust your small daily habits. Trust the process. Small, consistent steps every day are the secret. They add up to big results over time. So, be patient, be consistent, be kind to yourself. If you can avoid these common traps, you will learn with more joy and speed. You will be learning in a smarter way, not just a harder way. Section 11. The 5-minute morning routine. We all have habits we do every morning. We do them without thinking. Brushing our teeth, making coffee or tea, looking at our phones. These are automatic habits. What if we could connect our English learning to one of these habits? This would make learning English feel automatic too. It would not need extra energy or willpower. This is the idea behind our next hack. It is called the 5-minute morning routine. It is a way to add English to your morning in a very easy way. The magic of this routine is how simple it is. It connects to something you already do. Here is how you can do it. 1. Choose your anchor. An anchor is your existing habit. Choose a morning habit you do every single day. For example, making your coffee, or waiting for the kettle to boil, or eating your breakfast. This is your anchor habit. 2. Go to airplane mode. When you start your anchor habit, put your phone in airplane mode. This is a very important step. It stops you from getting distracted. No messages, no emails, no social media. For the next 5 minutes, your focus is only on English. 3. Play a short English audio. While your coffee is brewing, press play. Listen to something short in English. It could be a short podcast. Many podcasts have 5-minute daily news summaries, or it could be a small part of an audiobook. The audio should be 2 to 5 minutes long. The goal is to find something you can mostly understand. This is called comprehensible input. You don't need to understand every word, just the main idea. 4. Mouth the words silently. As you listen, gently move your mouth to form the words you hear. You are not speaking out loud. You are just silently mouthing the words. This feels very easy and has no pressure, but it is very powerful. It connects the sound of the word to the feeling of making the word with your mouth. It is a very gentle kind of pronunciation practice. 5. You are done when your habit is done. When the coffee machine beeps, you are finished. When the kettle whistles, you are finished. 5 minutes of English learning is complete. It cost you 0 extra willpower. It was just part of your normal morning. Now think about the power of this tiny habit over time. 5 minutes every day. That doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. Over a year, that is 30 hours of extra listening practice. 30 hours. And you did it before your day even really started. This is enough to make a big difference in your listening skills. You will start to understand airport announcements more easily. You will catch more words in simple conversations. You are surrounding yourself with English in a consistent, easy way. You are not doing extra work. You are just adding a little English to what you already do. It shows the amazing power of small daily practice. Section 12. The power of chunking. When we first learn English, we often focus on single words. We learn cat, book, eat, go. But this is not how native speakers talk. Native speakers do not think in single words. They think and speak in chunks. Chunks are groups of words that always go together. They are like ready-made phrases. Think about Lego bricks. You can build something with tiny single Lego pieces. Or you can use bigger pieces that are already put together. Using the bigger pieces is much faster. Chunks are like those bigger pre-made Lego pieces. Examples of chunks are, nice to meet you. How's it going? I'm running late. At the end of the day. Could you please? Learning in chunks is one of the fastest ways to sound more natural and fluent. It makes speaking easier for your brain. Your brain doesn't have to build a sentence from zero every time. It just grabs a chunk that it already knows. This makes you speak more smoothly with fewer pauses. So, how can you learn to use chunks? Here is a simple 3-step method. Step 1. Become a chunk collector. Start to listen for chunks everywhere. When you watch a movie, listen for chunks. When you listen to a podcast, listen for chunks. When you hear a conversation, listen for chunks. When you hear a group of words that seems common, collect it. Write it down in a special notebook. Your notebook is now a collection of useful phrases. Step 2. Repeat the whole block. When you find a new chunk, don't just read it. Say it out loud. Repeat the whole chunk 3 times. For example, you learn the chunk, I'm looking forward to it. Say it aloud. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. This helps your brain remember it as one single unit of sound. Step 3. Swap one part. This is the fun part. Now you can play with the chunk. You can change one part of it to make new sentences. This makes the chunk very useful. Let's take the chunk. Nice to meet you. You can swap meet with other words. Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you. Let's take I'm running late. You can swap I'm or late. He's running late. We're running early. Let's take could you please pass the salt? You can swap pass the salt. Could you please help me? Could you please speak slowly? If you do this every day, you will quickly build a big collection of useful phrases. You will have a matrix of things you can say. This is more than just learning vocabulary. You are learning the natural patterns of English. You are learning how English really works. You will find yourself speaking with more confidence. You will hesitate less because your brain is not translating word by word. It is using these ready-made chunks. This is a very smart and effective way to build your speaking skills. It helps you sound much more natural, much more quickly. Section 13. The feedback loop. Without a teacher. Many English learners feel stuck. They feel they cannot improve without a teacher. A private tutor can be expensive. And maybe you don't know any native speakers to help you, but I want to share an empowering idea with you. You can get great feedback on your English for free. You can create your own feedback system without a teacher. No tutor, no problem. You can do this. The secret is to use online communities. The internet has wonderful, supportive groups of people who want to help. Websites like Reddit have pages or subreddits for English learners. For example, Ringlish Learning or Our Judge My Accent. These places are full of friendly people. There are native speakers and advanced learners who love language, and they love to help other learners. Here is your feedback loop hack. It has 4 simple steps. Step 1. Record a short voice note. Use your phone to record your voice for 60 seconds, just 1 minute. You can talk about your day. You can talk about your hobby. You can read a short paragraph from a book. Don't try to be perfect. Just speak. Step 2. Ask for one specific correction. Now, post this voice note in one of the online communities. When you post it, ask for a very specific type of help. This is very important. Don't just say, please check my English. That is too big of a question. Instead, ask for one small thing. For example, you could ask, could you please listen to how I say the "the" sound in "three" and "the"? Does it sound okay? Or, in this message, did I use the past tense correctly? Or, was this sentence clear? I want to go to the place where we buy books. Step 3. People love to give small pieces of advice. When you ask a small, specific question, people are happy to help. It is an easy task for them, and it feels good to help someone. You will often get many answers. You will see different ways to say the same thing. This is very valuable. Step 4. Use the feedback and post again. Read the comments and feedback you receive. Thank the people who helped you. Now, practice what you learned. The next week, record another 60-second voice note. This time, try to use the advice you got. You can even say in your post, last week, someone helped me with my TH sound. How does it sound this week? This shows the community that you are learning from their advice. This system is powerful for many reasons. It keeps you accountable. When you post something in public, you feel more motivated to keep going. You find language nerds. These communities are full of people who are passionate about language. They give great advice because they genuinely find it interesting. You make small, steady improvements. You get feedback on one small thing, you fix it. Then you move to the next thing. This leads to big improvements over time. You learn from many people. You get feedback from different people with different accents and perspectives. This is a rich learning experience. This approach creates a cycle of learning and improvement. It is a dynamic feedback loop that you control. It helps you practice speaking and get real feedback. You are actively looking for help and using it to get better. This is one of the most effective ways to learn anything, and you can do it all by yourself for free. So, there we are, my dear friend. We have reached the end of our time together for today. You now have so many wonderful ideas and simple strategies. These are the keys that can help you unlock your English voice. They can help you become a confident speaker faster than you think. We talked about so many things. Learning the most important words, focusing on simple grammar, turning TV time into learning time, the power of writing a little every day, how to be brave and speak, even if you are scared, how to make your pronunciation clearer, how to practice with partners without stress, and how to build small, consistent habits that lead to big results. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to communicate, to connect with others. The goal is to practice in a smart way, not just a hard way. It is about building a system that feels good and works for you. Now, I have a gentle challenge for you. Don't try to do all of these things at once. That would be too much. Instead, I invite you to choose just two. Pick two habits that felt the most interesting to you, the two that felt the easiest or the most fun, and start today, not tomorrow. Start with just two small habits today. When they feel easy and normal, you can add a third one. And then a fourth. Slowly, you will build a powerful system for your English learning. By the time your Fluency calendar countdown ends, you will look back in amazement. English will not feel like a hard subject you have to study. It will feel like a part of you, a tool you can use with confidence and with joy. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart for listening. It was a privilege to share this time with you. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking or subscribing. And I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me one new word you're learning, or tell me which of these habits you want to try first. Let's support each other. Remember to be patient and kind with yourself. Learning a language is a journey. It takes time. But every small step you take is a victory. Keep going. You are doing a wonderful job. See you next time, my friend.